as the museum officially opens to the public. What does this milestone means for Egypt's archaeological community and for the preservation of national heritage?
Of course, good evening to you and to everyone who's watching. Yes, the official opening of the Grand Egyptian Museum is it is known as the most important and the largest museum in the world, and we just don't want to show off our soft power, but Egypt is showing off its soft power in the area of this new presidency. When it comes to the cultural level and political level, we now have the most important museums around the world when it comes to the number of artifacts, how much area it covers, and it has so many artifacts, as we know, and it also has around 5,537 artifacts to King Tutankhamun only. And so, yeah, it is the most important one when it comes also to being dedicated to one single civilization, the Egyptian ancient history. And yeah, and now as we can say that Egypt was able to honor our ancestors as they should.
Okay. Sarah, we've seen huge crowds of Egyptians and tourists on the first day. What does this public response tells us about the connection between Egyptians and their ancient history? Not only Egyptians, actually, people from around the world, visitors from all around the world flooded the museum.
One of the main aims wasn't just showing Egypt's culture, but it is also about getting back the Egyptian identity, as in the latest years some people try to tarnish it and say that those who built it were the Jew and the Africans, the Afrocentrics, and yeah, there were some attempts in museums around the world to say that they were a part of making this civilization, and then they left it. And so a part of one of the goals of this museum is to show that Egypt was the only one that built its civilization and its heritage. And as we saw, there was this trend using AI with the Egyptians dressing up as their ancestors. And so, yeah, it is shown now that, yeah, this civilization is ours. We got back our Egyptian identity and our Egyptian pride, especially that some people were saying that this civilization worships statues and is some kind of Jew. And so, yeah, we wanted to send a message here saying that we are very proud of our civilization, and with the trend going on, this shows that our identity is will be continued, and that the museum achieved what it was supposed to, and that the Egyptians take pride in their ancestors, in their civilization. And yeah, we here the civilization isn't just about the leaders, but it is about all the Egyptians and everyone who had a part in building this civilization.
Mm-hmm. For the first time, all 5,537 artifacts from Tutankhamun's tomb are displayed together. From an archaeological standpoint, how important is this unified presentation?
King Tutankhamun, when his tomb was discovered, he didn't really care about those textiles or the food that was there. We didn't really care about this, everything. But the tomb had around 5,537 artifacts, and they were displayed in various Egyptian museums, like the Luxor Museum, and there were around 1,300 artifacts only. But now every single artifact is being showcased and are being honored when it comes to and displaying them, showcasing them. We are honoring him with having it in the right environment and so on. And we will see for the first time more than 3,000 artifacts that have never been seen before. We also see the embryos of the babies, the two babies, 5 months and 7 months, that were not born. We see also all the food that they had. They were some kind of beef meat, dogs, rice and dates, also white wine, red wine, and even we have the scarf that he wore. We will see this scarf for the first time, even the gloves that he used to have. And so, yeah, we can say that for the first time, the visitors can see all Tutankhamun's treasures displayed in this gallery in such a modern way through AI and through virtual reality, enhanced reality, and it will be a very unique experience for the visitors, especially the Tutankhamun gallery. And what we saw here in the pictures with having the visitors beside the mask shows that they are impressed with what they see.
Dr. Shaken, now the museum uses advanced display techniques, multimedia, lighting, and interactive screens. How do these technologies help convey the story of ancient Egypt more effectively and interestingly at the same time?
Um, the youth didn't really visit the museums because they didn't have something to attract them, and no modern technology. And lots of Egyptians visited or looked at these museums as being statues only. But now the museum can attract lots of youth because of the technologies that they have. And today we had some guided audio where the visitor can understand all the information that they see in Japanese, English, and Arabic, in addition to other languages as well. And so, without any tour guide, they can interact with the statues and the artifacts through the GEM application and feel as if they went back in history and are living in this era. And this is so exciting, of course, and gets them to know more about their ancestors in such a modern way. And also, there is so much visual joy here.
Mm-hmm. Moving the first Khufu boat, a 42-meter-long ancient structure, as one piece was an extraordinary operation. How was this accomplished without damaging the world's largest organic artifact?
The Khufu boat, we found them in the southern of the Great Pyramid, and it was discovered. But there was a whole boat that Hajj Ahmed Yusuf and another Egyptian, they could put it together again and put it in a glass museum. And it was around 43 meters, and the other boat also was in 1,000 pieces. But when they wanted to move it to the Grand Egyptian Museum, a lot of foreign organizations and companies wanted to break the boat down into pieces, but our government, in cooperation with the ICA, could have this special car, we can say, and it was moved in one piece using it was a custom built transport capsule, and now all the conservators can see it in one piece. And this was a unique experience, and it is not it hasn't happened in any museum, and we cannot see them working on putting the second boat together, and gives more excitement, joy.